Before Yoda adopted the role of Grand Master of the Jedi Order, he was still held in great esteem amongst the Jedi, as one of the premier members of the Order. In fact, before Yoda was the Grand Master, he still sat on the Jedi Council. During this period of success for Yoda though, a peculiar thing occurred within the Force itself, as a drastic shift happened within the light side of the Force. What was once clear became fogged, and the Jedi experienced a difficult time tapping into and using the light side of the Force, as it appeared darkened. The Jedi also experienced a great reduction in the ability to use foresight and see the future, which greatly concerned the entire Order. While many Jedi believed this meant that the Sith had returned far across the stars, but would soon wage war against the Jedi yet again, Yoda believed it was a sign that the chosen one of ancient prophecy would soon arrive. The meaning of the clouding of the light side of the Force, though, was a huge topic of debate among the higher members of the Order, and it eventually trickled down into the Knights, and then the Jedi Padawans. The theory of the chosen one enraged many of the young Jedi, as they believed this clouding of the Force was a sign that the Jedi were incorrect all along, and their perception on how the Force should operate was wrong. These young Jedi believed that this was confirmation that there was no light or dark side of the Force, only the Force itself, and that the Jedi should be allowed to use what they called the dark side of the Force, as this is where the true power was. Eventually, these Jedi that had this belief organized, and this new order greatly worried Yoda, as he knew the dangers of the dark side of the Force, and wanted the Padawans to understand it as well. Yoda attempted to tell the Padawans that there was a light and a dark, and that they were separate things, one used for the path of good and life, and the other for power and destruction. However, these students still desired to study the Force and achieve power in it, forming a new organization within the Jedi Order known as Potentium. This group of Jedi wanted to test the limits of the Force and explore all of its mysteries, even what some considered to be the dark side. This greatly concerned Yoda, who asked permission to locate all of the members of this new group and expelled them from the Order, as he believed, although they had not fallen to the dark side of the Force yet, there was great potential that they one day could. After receiving this permission from the current Grand Master, Yoda found the leaders of Potentium and sent them far away from the Jedi, as he believed that the Order was there to protect and serve, not to gain power for power's sake. Before expelling them though, Yoda told these fallen members of the Jedi Order that they would one day become dark Jedi if they followed down this path of studying and pushing the Force, as if one looks into the darkness will look back. Before the Padawans departed, however, they had words for Yoda as well, as they told him there was no literal dark side of the Force, and that the darkness only lay in one's own self, and how they used the Force, not being a literal part of it. These followers of Potentium believed that the dark side of the Force was something that lied in one's own abilities and was not a literal part of the Force itself. They also explained that they believed if they can control themselves fully, they could use the darker powers. Yoda, however, still believed otherwise, wishing these Padawans well and hoping that they would not fall down the dark path due to their own ignorance and lack of understanding of the Force. This was not the end of Potentium, however, as later Luke Skywalker's Order would experience a similar thing, with students that wanted to explore the darker abilities of the Force. This belief that the dark side of the Force did not exist, however, was eventually proven incorrect, and the original creator of Potentium was proven a liar. So what are your thoughts on this, and the fact that Yoda was forced to kick out a group of Jedi from the Jedi Order, after the Force was clouded by what Yoda thought could be the chosen one? Also, what do you think about this new perception on the Force, and the idea that the dark side was not a literal part of the Force, but rather a dark part of yourself that threatens to destroy you? Also, where do you place the followers of Potentium? Are they gray Jedi, dark Jedi, or just misguided original Jedi? And as a final question, do you believe that Yoda was correct to banish these members from the Jedi Order? Thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. If you enjoyed and want to help the channel out, be sure to hit the like button. If you would like to see more Star Wars explanation videos and stay up to date with all the Star Wars news from The Last Jedi to Star Wars Rebels, hit that subscribe button. Also, be sure to turn on notifications to see everything as soon as it comes out, and to make sure that you become a living holocron today. If you would like to get in direct contact with me, follow me on Twitter, where we discuss all things Star Wars and debate with one another on the various topics concerning the universe. If you have any video ideas you want to see explored, leave them in the comments below the video with hashtag suggestion at the end of your comment so I can find it better. If you do end up leaving a suggestion, I really appreciate it and hope to one day make a full video dedicated to your question or suggested topic. Thanks again just for simply watching the video and your continued support on this Star Wars journey. May the Force be with you, and have a great day.